Captain's log number 10. I'm not quite sure where to begin. I asked someone to help draw me a map, and it helped give me some direction. And I opened myself up to be very vulnerable with someone and present, and allowed them to choose, and allowed myself to make a choice. And that choice was also to not decide right now. And that's hard to make sometimes because so often we want it to be something. We want to put our hands on it. We want to grasp it. We want to control it. We want certainty. And through the process, I learned that I can still be still and know that I can commune with the Father of the Creator. And it's so unlike, it's so not religion. It's not even, it sounds new agey sometimes, and I get concerned, honestly, because I think I get concerned because both Christianity, a lot of different religions, there's some sort of payment or control or request that's made with the gift. And it's very rare that we actually understand an unconditional gift of love. So many times it's like, oh, Jesus died for you, so you have to give him your whole life. And I was like, you know what? I can really only give 10%, realistically, right now. But he's welcome to compound that with interest and use it. I don't know. I don't know who I'm talking to right now. I haven't discovered what my YouTube audience is. I haven't really released any videos yet, but I will. I just know that there's something going on in my heart. I've asked God to open the eyes of my heart, to give me eagle eye vision of what's ahead, and he has. And it's beautiful, and it's better than anything I could have imagined, because what I imagine for myself is about my career, my security, my needs, my gratification, my power, my influence, my effect, my agency. And God's vision is what about agency for the entire world? What about identity and diversity? What about each individual person feeling connected and whole and loved and overwhelmed, and at the same time still and peaceful and clear? I listened to Proverbs 3 last night, and I had the deepest sleep I've had. I've did my sleep recorder thing, and I looked at the depth of my sleep. I was out in 7 minutes. And the night before, I had, let's just say that this week has been a lot. I mean, it could also be that I had a very tough week and I didn't have a lot of sleep this week. So I don't have to mystify oh my God. There's natural reasons, there's supernatural reasons, there's relational reasons, because I was able to speak what I want in a safe space, to create boundaries of land and sea, and to give myself themes for the day. And to harness my own being and to trust it and to be trusted and to trust God. You know, I think a lot of times we don't trust God, and so we want to just say the universe because it's easier. It's better to just leave it to chance. Because how could all of this chaos be divinely ordered when it brings so much pain? But he's there. Emmanuel, God with us. Whew. I just love it. I love him. I love him. And I love her, and I love them. And I love my enemies until they aren't enemies anymore. He sets before me a huge banquet, a Thanksgiving banquet. In the presence of my enemies. And it's hard to have enemies when they're eating, you know? Like when everyone's fed, we get pretty good. We're all right. Okay, so what's next? So what? So what is, I have some work to do. I have to organize some structures to help me leverage an aligned energy with a momentum I can maintain, and to be in step with the season and be fruitful with it. To allow things to fallow or to grow. Allow God to do his part. And, you know, just kind of keep the soil rich. And I don't have to do it alone. And can feel easy and fun and rich and wonderful. And I can invite friends to play with me and say, let's play this game. What if it was a better, funner game where everybody wins, where it's a win-win-win? And like WHEN, like win-win-win-win-win is what we're normally asking. When am I gonna win? 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 And that's fun. Like that's actually part of the fun sometimes. But what if you're winning right now and winning right now and winning right now? Win, win, win. Win, win, win. And wind. Wind, win, win, wind, win, win, win. Win. is the name of someone in China. Um, and so, in the myth of Jason and the Argonauts, Jason sends out a dove because that's what the prophet told him to do. And to even hear from the prophet, he had to ask for help for the prophet to not be tortured by harpies and like different bad ideas and stuff. So there's this idea of like flight and birds, and I'm a bird catcher. My name's Fowler, so like these ideas. Okay. That was just someone outside closing the door. Or going through the door. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Thinking. It's okay. I'm glad you're with me. Jason goes to the Simple Glades, the rocks that would normally just crush the ship, right? But he sends a dove through, so the rocks close almost on the dove. The dove makes it through, but it catches its tail. And then the rocks open back up, and then that's when he races through and oars with like all his might, and then the things close back up. And then he's kind of wandering around, like the back of his ship gets taken off, which is like the identity, right? And even for a dove, like the tail feathers are like how it steers. And so there's a period where you don't really know what's next. And if you notice, like I'm walking around the room just kind of like pacing, and it's like kind of directionless. And that's okay to be in that season for a period of time. So if you're feeling directionless and a little aimless, especially after you've really tried hard on something, it's okay. It's normal. It's a part of the process. It's a part of the season. And you can find stillness. You can trust that God is leading you through whatever means necessary, through whatever is trying to get your attention. He's going, hey, don't look at that. Don't look at the thing you're fearing. Don't look at the thing you're fearing. Look at me. And when you're scared, you can trust me. Though you can't see, you can trust me. The way may be steep, you can trust me. Okay, so the next thing is sit with that. And you'll notice that you begin walking in step, right in line with where you need to be. Golden fleece and everything.